He said that his favorite idol was a murderer. She found him ridiculous because she knew very well her idol's acting skills. When the idol angrily claimed he didn't kill anyone, she was certain he wasn't lying because his acting had always been clumsy and he couldn't fake not having killed someone. From this scene, she felt very happy. It made her clearly understand that her idol was innocent. Back then, when she learned that her favorite idol for many years had suddenly become a murder suspect, she fell into a daze. She had been bullied by everyone because her father was a killer. She suffered in pain and sank into despair. But the appearance of her young idol gave her hope. It lit up her crumbling and dark world. Therefore, she decided to live strongly. Afterward, she bravely applied for withdrawal from school. Through the changing seasons, she became a top lawyer through self-study. So when the police, relying only on the crime scene with the idol as the sole suspect, demanded a confession even though this case was taken over by the toughest prosecutor, David, when no one dared to defend the idol, only she fearlessly stepped forward to be his defense lawyer. As soon as she took the case, she immediately went to investigate the idol's home, and David was investigating there too. He stated that the victim died in a sealed space, and at that time, only the idol was present. The only person with a key to the house was the nanny, and the nanny had an alibi. Also, only the idol knew the front door password. Moreover, there were no signs of forced entry into the house. But then the woman suddenly noticed the unforgettable black mole on the other person's neck. She immediately recognized David as the one who had once bullied her, so she didn't believe what he said at all. And 2 weeks earlier, there had been 2 stalkers who could easily enter the idol's home. Therefore, the woman sought out these 2 stalkers. She asked them how they had entered the idol's home without being detected. The 2 stalkers said someone had told them how to get in. It turned out that at night there was a 10-minute guard shift change. If they avoided the surveillance camera positions and waited for someone to come out of the basement, they could slip in during that gap and manage it. Then they would wait for the idol to return, watch him input the home password, and thus wait until the nanny wasn't home to sneak inside. So what David said was wrong. The idol's home was actually easy to enter. Thus, in court that day, when the idol denied being the murderer, the woman argued. The prosecution's claim that the idol is the murderer is based on the absence of third-party entry at the crime scene. Yet 2 weeks ago, 2 stalkers easily entered. Also, the arrest warrant did not mention the murder weapon used. David then pointed out that there were no signs of intrusion or the murder weapon at the crime scene. In response, she said, that's because there was a heavy rainstorm in the middle of that night. Evidence of intrusion was washed away by the rain. She then added, at the time, the police had asked the idol whether he had searched for something at the scene. She inferred from this that the perpetrator must have been looking for something or hiding a specific item, which also indicates that someone besides the defendant was present at the crime scene. These statements left David with no room to rebut. So without evidence proving the idol is the murderer, he cannot be arrested or detained. The woman achieved a perfect victory in court. With her help, the idol gained his freedom, but he was still the primary suspect. And upon coming out, what he saw was his billboard defaced with vicious graffiti, and his agency was thinking of terminating his contract. These recent changes made the man want nothing but to numb himself. Before long, he fainted from sadness and fell to the ground. When he woke again, it was already the next morning. The man didn't know where he was, but after coming out, he saw the woman in the kitchen.